This is Josiah Plays Pillars of Eternity. I'm just entered the sanitarium again. I've got Aloth with me. And we're gonna go down and talk to a little fella.
Welcome!
Does anyone here know anything about awakenings?
There's an animancer on the lower floor who came all the way from Ravua to study them. Take the stairs down and look for Belasige.
Farewell. Okay, I've been told to look for someone named Belasige. She works on the lower floor of the sanitarium. I knew it was her. Knew it was her. Statue is a jerk. He's always stoned. I kind of have a rocky relationship with him. He's really carved out a place for himself here at the sanitarium.
Slowly now.
Hey, that was a well-sculpted joke. Okay, here's Belasige. The screams in the background really make this. Something else you need. I'm looking for an expert on the awakenings. She laughs bitterly.
That's what be me. Though the lack of research subjects has made me more of an expert in counting floorboards. I would like to transfer Animancy's success in buttressing pre-awakened souls to soothing those whose souls have already awakened. But I need subjects, and most of the patients here are too broken to produce reliable results. It is a tragedy to have come so far for nothing.
You're in luck. I have a volunteer. She springs to the balls of her feet, beaming.
Gelade! Who is it?
Aloth's lips curl into a frown. I don't know about this. She grins more broadly still.
Don't be silly! The process is perfectly harmless. All you must do is stand in that cage.
Yeah, this sounds great. We're putting him in a cage. I beg your pardon.
I jest. You Adirians are so uptight. I do not even know what the thing is used for. It belonged to the last occupant of this office, I think. Now they upgrade him to a cell. Again, I jest.
She rubs her hands together, getting down to business.
So, I need you to sit here.
She takes Aloth by the shoulders and steers him to the couch.
And try to relax. But don't try too hard. Then you will not be relaxing.
Indeed. His eyes are humorless.
And you must also wear these. A little cold, but the copper will help conduct your essence.
The Animaster fastens thick copper bands to Aloth's forehead and wrists. As she ratchets them tighter, his face twists with suppressed irritation. Oh yeah, this is feeling so legit. Aloth explodes in 5.
Now, I will examine your soul through my scope.
She reaches into her desk and produces a long chambered tube. Knobs, dials, and small-toothed wheels run along the side of the device. So legit.
It is fitted with agile lenses cut to different thicknesses and concavities. By manipulating them, I find the angles and densities that would allow me to track the anomalies in your soul.
How exciting! I've never seen this sort of thing performed. Kana peers at the device with interest. It seems suitably complicated. Does this mean we'll get to talk to Isilmir more? I like that lady. His mind is full of hesitations, angles upon angles. Drawing him out of his own fears will be difficult. She raises a finger.
But first, we must find this cunning interloper. You will answer some personal questions while I make adjustments.
Good luck. You'd have an easier time getting straight answers out of a drunk beast of wall. Alice squirms on the couch. Very well. I like how all the different companions are really weighing in on this. She holds the scope to her eye and flicks a knob.
To begin, tell me something personal, something from a time before your awakening.
There's nothing to tell. I was just a normal child living in the Scythewood. It's to you. His face is set in a frown, but the rigid edges of apprehension show through nevertheless. What do you remember about your home? As you speak to Aloth, you feel your voice like a bell in your chest. It tolls softly, luring him into the mists of his own memory. Belisige doesn't seem to notice anything, but you feel as if your words are smoothing his essence, untangling its many threads. He closes his eyes. Comfortable, modest, quiet when Mother is away, which is most of the time. Quiet enough to hear the clink of glass on wood. This is when I know to be most careful. Father is good about hiding the bottles. Mother, when she is home, is good about pretending not to notice them.
This is good. I am starting to see something. Continue. Tell us about the time you awakened.
She bites her tongue as she twists one of the dials. I am in my 5th year of training. Mother is home. I can let my guard down a little because when she is around, he is usually only angry with her. But he has heard that I have had trouble casting missiles, that my flame shields are unstable. He is furious that I have failed, and Mother's presence reminds him that he has failed too. First blow takes me by surprise. One moment I am sweeping the kitchen. The next I am sprawled on the ground, stupidly looking at flecks of my blood on the tile. His boots, glistening with fresh polish, thud across the floor. He kicks me in the stomach, and I curl up to shield my vitals. But it's pointless. Protecting one thing only leaves something else exposed. Still huddled on the ground, I retreat as fast as I can. I retreat until the vision of the kitchen and my own trembling knees is nothing but a pinprick against a field of black. His jaw locks and his eyes twitch beneath their lids. Poor Aloth.
Maldito!
Belisige furiously cranks the knobs along her scope.
He's hypnotized himself with this old memory. You've got to bring him out of it. Quickly, I almost have it.
I could slap him. This is just a memory. Aloth, you've got to wake up. I'll squeeze his hand. You're safe. Everything's fine. Aloth's eyes snap open, but the expression you see in them isn't his.
He's ne'er safe when I up upon him.
Belisige sucks a deep breath through her teeth.
That's it. I'm seeing a shift in his essence. Something spreading and congealing.
She glances at you over her scope.
Keep talking. He seems to respond to you.
What brought you here?
Cracking bones and voices high in air. That warm molasses feeling that creeps down your gut when crisis is nigh.
That's different.
Perfetto! We have flares of a totally distinct essence.
She jots shorthand notes onto the pages next to her and turns one clicking knob of her scope.
Now, try to get the two of them talking.
Isilmir, tell Oloth why you've awakened.
See, he's the one needed me, hiding in his own bone bag like a turtle in its shell.
Aloth's face twists in fury. I never turned it over to you.
Good, yes, very good.
She rests from her scribbling only to make another adjustment to her scope.
I can now see two separate patterns of essence. Where he ebbs, the other flows. It's as if the awakened soul fills the spaces that he leaves empty.
She prompts you with a circling of her wrist, quill still in hand.
Go on!
Isilmir, what exactly are you taking from him?
No more than I'm giving. You should ask what I did with that old man of his, the last time he laid a hand on us. I break it in 3 places.
Aloth's head jerks to the side. That wasn't your decision. It's never been your decision.
That was awakening, but now I'm stuck with you, and damned if I'll let you ninny and drag us both through the scupper. Very good.
She lowers her scope and consults her notes.
I think I finally got something we can work with.
I think I've got something. Yeah, okay.
I've tracked Isilmir's essence throughout the exchange. She had a particularly high density index during the most heated portions of their argument, and her essence seemed to localize most clearly in the lower portion of the subject left ribcage. That's right around the spleen, which of course means that she is triggered by black bile. No doubt the subject's characteristic melancholy is to blame.
This sounds like some legit science right here. Like, so much science. Fucking, what is this? The humors? Like, we're seriously busting out shit being triggered by bile? Okay. Are we gonna use leeches next? If we're gonna put leeches on Aloth, I don't know about this. Aloth blinks back at you, and in the midst of his perturbation, nice word, perturbation, nice. You're not quite sure who's looking out of his eyes.
That's utter holy shit!
How gracious. She glares at him.
Yes, never mind my years of training. I suppose you have a better explanation.
If you're right, then removing Aloth's spleen should cure him. Aloth's right. That's absurd. Isilmir obviously shows up when he feels threatened. Belisige carefully scratches her jaw, her gaze darting between you and Aloth. Yeah, well, they're not all that legit, since every single thing we've heard of animancers ends up, they, like, do something horrible by accident. Like, they attempted to do this and this, but what actually happened was... horrible monsters, everyone died.
I suppose that could be true.
She jots another note.
I'll have to check this against other research.
He removes the copper bands. Well and good for you, but what does this mean for me? Belisige frowns at her notes, tapping her cheek with a quill and making a grand show of concentration. However, you catch her stealing a glance at you over the pages. She tries to take control, and she thinks you can't let her make these decisions for her. Did you a favor, didn't she? I think she's trying to help you. Under a lot of pressure, publish or perish and all. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Hmm.
She did you a favor by dealing with her father, didn't she? I think she's trying to help you stand up for yourself. You may not like her methods, but you should hear her out. You had to listen to her half as much as I do. You wouldn't say that.
He scowls, but you notice something thoughtful in his frown.
I've got a lot to process. Regardless, thank you for your help, Seraphina.
He does not look at Belisige. She sets her notes on her desk and returns to her scope.
Well, I hope this has been as useful to you as it has been to me. I finally have material worth publishing, see? You'll be the toast of review of Entra Aloth.
Oh boy. Now your case is going to be in a peer-reviewed journal, Aloth. I hope you're excited. His grimace melts into a crooked smile.
Aye, advancing the right-wise principles of animancy. Just what you've always wanted.
As you turn to leave, you catch a darting movement out of the corner of your eye. Belisige is humming to herself, still occupied with her scope, but Aloth is holding her notes. He's just about to tuck them into his cloak when he catches you watching. He holds a finger to his lips, his eyes wide and imploring.
Please, I don't want my personal information published like this, especially not after her nonsense.
Hmm. 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 Tough call. The tough call. This character likes to be honest and she doesn't like to be deceptive at all, but in this case I really don't. I don't like animancers and their nonsense pseudoscience problem causing bullshit, so. But on the other hand, if they have more research like this to use, it improves their chances of actually improving animancy and not accidentally turning shitloads of kids into monsters. So it's probably better to let her have the research so that they have a deeper understanding of things so that they're not causing as many problems.
No. You get your explanation and she gets her research. That was the deal.
He slides the papers back onto the desk, giving you a rueful look.
I'm not gonna help you explain this one, scholar boy.
Okay. After hearing about how Isilmir stood up to Aloth's abusive father, I suggested that she may be more helpful than Aloth realizes. He acted skeptical, but I believe he's giving the matter some thought. Wait, that's it? The quest is done? That was like the shortest. Everybody else's quest has like all these parts and shit. Aloth's quest is like, okay, cool. I just wanted to check on this thing. Alright, we're done. Wow. Oh wow, we just gained a grip of XP, didn't we? Oh yeah, we did. We got a lot. That's a lot of experience. For all we had to do was walk here and like have a talk. Okay.
Yes?
Well, thanks, bro. But now I can talk to him about more stuff. Aloth looks at you with quiet attentiveness.
How may I be of service? Why did you want to take Belisige's notes?
He gives you a sidelong glance.
Like I said, I didn't appreciate her prying. About your parents. About your parents.
He looks at you cautiously.
Yes? Why was your mother gone so often? She was invited to join a hamnig with a landed thane when I was very young. His estate was a 5-day ride from our home in the Scythewood, so that was part of it.
He gives you the smallest of frowns.
Real issue, however, was my father. Despite his initial agreement with the arrangement, father was never happy with it. He would hound and harangue my mother when she was home. He wanted to know whether she was intimate with the thane, and no matter how many times she swore she wasn't, it was never enough. As you can imagine, that led to her coming home much less often, even though she still supported us financially.
What's a hamnig?
A ceremonial marriage between folk and elf. Because the Adira mainland has historically been split between the two races, we have many institutions that are designed to normalize relations. Our monarchy is headed by folk, but an elven consort rules alongside the reigning Verkoning or Mequin. This is the most prominent example of hamnig. In many cases, a hamnig allows two households to pool resources. Among the aristocracy, hamnig consolidate power. Sometimes, as in my mother's case, a hamnig is a means for a noble to add another administrator to his or her household. Consorts are received with almost the same level of respect as their noble counterparts, which can be extremely useful. Of course, hamnigs are sometimes used to sanitize an extramarital affair.
He shrugs.
I don't know that it's really any better, but it seems to satisfy common notions of decency, and elf and folk unions are sterile. No doubt he has some concerns.
So no half-elves in this world.
It sounds like your father had a problem with his temper. He had a problem with my mother's hamnig. Even though they agreed upon it long ago that the financial benefits would be considerable, that it was little different from his role as the Earl's steward, it ate at him, and so he drank and raged. When he was home, he raged at her, and when she wasn't, he raged at me. More than anything, he wanted me to become an arcane knight in the service of his Earl. I think he felt this would validate his chosen career and master. He was a firm man, as you saw, but in the end, I became a successful wizard, due in no small part to his strictness. Nonsense. You accomplished that on your own, and you would have been fine without him pushing you. You so certain? I don't know what I wanted from my life then. I didn't know what I wanted from my life then. I surely wouldn't have been so focused without a little direction. That's all I really wanted to know.
He looks relieved.
Very well. So, now you understand a little more about Isilmir.
He wrinkles his nose.
No thanks to that animancer. My spleen? Black bile? Come on! Felicita's methods were flawed, but you still learned something, didn't you? Only because you and I have a lick of good sense between us. For the average person, show them a shiny gadget in the hands of an expert, and they'll believe anything.
Certainly. That's true.
I don't know. I think you'd be more pleasant without your spleen. He sneers. Oh, hilarious. We should have had her take a look at you. I wonder what she'd like to remove then.
Any thoughts on what I should do next? Oh, he said that before. So it looks like that might be the end of my conversations I can have with him now. But he's advanced. He has advanced as a person. He has dealt with some of his nonsense, and so there we go. Aloth. And we've all gained a level. Yay. Well, I have to keep raising mechanics, unfortunately. Ooh, level 5 powers. Ringleader. Imprints an insidious and powerful compulsion to obey the cipher across all enemies in the area of effect, dominating the target and charming all others. Wow. Sounds amazing. Except for the fact that dominates and charms seem to not work worth a shit half the time. Oh, I get 2. Borrowed Instinct. Ransacks an enemy's intellect and perception for the energy, causing damage to those enemy attributes while boosting the cipher's defenses and accuracy. Let's see. Target takes... Oh. I gain plus 20 accuracy? And deflection? It's pretty fucking good, actually. Okay. Detonate. Splinters the target's soul with sheer force, inflicting raw damage to them. Targets with low endurance explode, causing crush damage to all in the area of effect. Yep. Taking that one. That is a lot of raw damage. What? And a push? Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Tactical Meld connects the mind of the cipher with an ally to gain the ally's knowledge about his or her enemy, bestowing an attack bonus upon the cipher toward the enemy the ally is attacking. Oh, wow. Fast cast, plus 20 accuracy when attacking the same enemy as the target for 31 seconds. Ooh. I assume, okay, this is what I'm assuming based on, I don't know, everything about how I understand these games to work. I'm assuming what that number is if the target's under a certain percentage of endurance, I don't know what that percentage is, then it will do that much damage to them to automatically finish them off and make him explode, like an execute, like a disintegration, like a, you know. Basically, it'll do some regular damage, and then if their endurance is low enough, it will just blow them the fuck up. That's what I pretty much think is going on there. Because if it just does 12,000 damage to every, then yeah, no, it doesn't do 12,000 damage just because, I don't think. Tactical Meld sounds pretty useful. I really like this thought of Ringleader. I know every time I use Charms and Dominates, I get disappointed by how they work out. But this one, you know, like, maybe this one's different. I gotta try it. I at least gotta try it because it sounds great. Of course, Detonate's like the actual useful power that I'll be taking. Okay. Grieving Mother is also a cipher, so let's go with a little bit more lore. Detonate and Ringleader. Looks silly in that helmet. Anyone would look silly in that helmet, but she's wearing Aloth's armor. Kana. Kana with his stag head. That cape has a little bit too much. These capes have a little too much physics on them. Like, what is it made of? Tissue paper that it goes flying up like that if you just turn around? Okay, what's he doing with his skill points? Saving up for more lore, I guess. Oh. Third level phrases, really? I feel like you smith fear. Bestows a burning effect on all ally weapons. That is pretty fucking great. Yeah. Seven men onto the deck they went. Allies in the area of effect gain a bonus to freeze and shock damage reductions and a bonus to defense against prone. The dragon thrashed, the dragon wailed. Generates a hazard field, causing burn and slash damage to enemies in the area of effect. Really? Sounds pretty cool. Silver Knight's shields broke both arrow and blade. Increases the deflection of allies in the area of effect. Ooh. Well, I think we have to try this one. Means I have to invent a new chant for him now. Well, I never ever use this. So let's make this one a... fire and So we'll try... I mean, I'm always going to start off with this one so I get the speed buff right at the beginning of combat, but then I can try switching over to the other one that will give me... fire, and it'll keep my arrow speed thing going. I don't know, we'll see. Or I could try one that does all three of them, but then... I don't know.
On your word.
Palagina, roar. Oh wow, she has lots of abilities to choose between. Okay, so we read about Inspiring Triumph before, we read about this before. Liberating Exhortation would be nice. Deprive the Unworthy. Read about that, it's not very good. Reinforcing Exhortation. Ooh, twice per encounter? Commands an ally to redouble their efforts, improving their deflection. Twice per encounter, plus 15 deflection. Wow. Talk about making a dare really invincible. Zealous Endurance. It's another aura that doesn't stack. Righteous Soul. Paladin's Pure Soul resists all invading forces, granting a bonus to defense against poison and disease, as well as the Charm, Dominated, Frightened, and Terrified effects. These effects also have their durations reduced by 5 seconds. That's pretty cool. Reinforcing Exhortation and Liberating Exhortation are the two that I'm really deciding between. I think... I'll go with Reinforcing. It's nice for her to have a new ability that she can actually use every...
ready.
Paladins are turning out to be kind of cool, actually.
"'Twill be good to return to Revua. I trust Fenrir Aloth and his companion are well."
All right, then.
Alright. So we're done in here, I think. Well, I guess we're back to the whole Durga's Vision Cave thing. Searing, what do you call them? Searing Falls. Searing Falls? Is that what it's called? Searing Falls, yeah. Well, Aloth, it's been fun having you with me while it lasted, but you're not coming with me to Searing Falls, buddy. We are taking your ass back home.
Hail, traveler.
We're taking you home so you can stand around naked looking at the bookshelf in our house. can't believe Cyril's dead. Damn it. Oh, okay, that's fine then. You're funny. Back to Cadnua. What happens if I just rest over and over like a million times? Million. I can't believe I had to rebuild my walls. Lesson learned there. Oh, forgot to level up a dare. Hey, survival for you. Vigorous defense. Ooh, that's nice. That's amazing, actually. That is also amazing. Critical defense is the only one that I haven't read about before. The fighter expends extra effort to repel the most savage blows, causing a percentage of all incoming critical hits to be converted to hits, and hits converted to grazes. He never gets crit anyway because his defenses are so high. No, he doesn't need that. No, no, back it up. Back it up. Vigorous defense it is.
Hmm?
Tell me.
So now she can give him plus 15 deflection, and he can give himself plus 20 to all defenses. He'd have 154 deflection. He can have 154 deflection every encounter now with those two things on. Like, that's... Nobody's hitting him. Even the enemies that are really, really tough that have like 100 accuracy are pretty much not fucking hitting him with 154 deflection.
Hmm?
Even his will be, what, 98 with that thing on? How long does it last? Pretty good long time, 17.3 seconds. That is lovely.
Of course.
Hold on a second, let me see. Oh, that's gonna be so cool. Look at the knockback on that too. Oh shit. I just pissed off my brutish warrior. He's gonna kill Aloth! What the fuck? What happens if I kill this guy? Does he become... Is he fired? Like... Oops. My bad. Aloth, handle that. Let's try this dimensional shift.
How may I help?
That was pretty cool. They switch, and he gets stunned. That's an awesome spell. Alright, wreck this dude. If he wants to get all bajiggity with us just because, you know, we attacked him, then fuck him. Get detonated on. No. No. Double detonate. Boom.
Que?
Well, that's about enough out of him. Now that he's gone, yeah, look, I only have 7 out of 8 hirelings now. Well, that's fine. He was expensive. I was paying him too much a week anyway. Let's get somebody cheaper. Too bad I can't loot him. That'd be amazing if you could hire hirelings and then kill them and take their loot. Apparently they thought of that. Let's see, job opening. Who, yeah, I just killed my own. Oh, hey, mercenary captain. I don't remember this guy being available. There. Now I'm back up to 8. Well, after all, you know, that's the motherfucker that let them destroy my walls. He was the really expensive hireling. It was on him. He was the senior officer on duty, and he let them just destroy my shit. That's awesome. Now, can I go back to testing this out, please?
All right then.
Without rudely being interrupted by...
All right then.
Look at this cone. That is sexy. That is a really cool thing for the tank to be able to do 3 times a day.
Aye?
Aloth, do you have any cool spells you want to try out on us?
Lava Ruby on.
Look at this one. Isn't that cool? Oh, she died too fast to really show it off, but it roots them in place, and then he can run around, and anything that's in between them gets like fucked up by the beam. It's kind of cool. What about this?
Lava Ruby on seek.
Pretty basic lightning bolt. Look how fast it casts, though.
Lava. Oh, come on, not like this.
Oh, shit. She's maimed. I'm about to accidentally kill my main character and get a fucking dead. You must reload the game. She should probably get to safety if Aloth is going to be doing a bunch of crazy shit.
How may I help?
What else do I got? What does this do?
Arthek were Sunra.
Sickened. Of course, we know about this bad boy. Didn't really do much.
Arthek were Sunra.
Let me warm you guys up. I like how Fireball casts really quickly, and same with Lightning Bolt, but...
Lava Ruby on seek.
Sunbeam. If he gets unblinded when this wears off, or if he's just stuck with a blinded icon forever and ever. Is it ever gonna wear off? Ooh, it gets rid of it. I wonder. Did she get blinded? It missed her. I have an
Of
idea.
course.
I have a crazy
Quay?
idea. Come here.
Yes?
Blind her, please. I gave her a whole new one. I thought maybe when this one went away, her other one would go away too, but I was incorrect. Can you Grimoire slam somebody? Apparently you can. Back up. Back up off me, I hit you with my book. Back up off me, I hit you with my book. Alright, that's about enough of all that jazz. So my main character's almost dead. Basically, if I trip and fall on my way to the bedroom, she dies, and the game is over. I can't believe that fucking brutish warrior decided to attack us. Like, we're just having fun blasting each other with deadly magics. That's how we play around here. If you can't handle the way we play rough. We play for keeps. We're gonna rest. Okay, now that we've rested, what's going on? This is still going on. For who knows how long. I don't know why sometimes I get the dream little cutscene and when sometimes I just get the cool fireplace one. I don't know what the situation is there. Oh cool, I've built one of my walls back. Isn't that nice? Well, let's build my other wall again. Rebuilding those walls, I mean that's 5,000 copper to rebuild those two walls. 5,000 copper that I've already spent once, thank you. A wanted criminal by the name of Nairi the Deft Hand has arrived. He's a bad visitor. While he's here, I lose stuff. I could pay him off for 175, or I could send an escort. Whatever, I can send an escort. I've got people that aren't doing shit. Catriel, could you take him off and murder him like you've done before? Well, at least I thought she did before. She took people off and they were gone. What? Like, why would this guy even... What about a wanted criminal by the blood has arrived at Stronghold? Yeah, okay, and then we killed him. Next. I wonder if you can do that. Because when you have a visitor, he's physically in your keep. You can go there and talk to him. I wonder if, like, if I hadn't done that, if I could have just walked in there and wasted that dude, and it would have, like, resolved it. I should have tried that. Next time I get a bad visitor, I'll just go kill him and see what happens. What's happening here? I'm just waiting to get Durance back, mostly. Little adventure. What's going on here? Wish you could rest more than 8 hours at a time. Or just make time pass or something. I mean, I could go out there and travel on the world map. Back and forth from the furthest place to the other furthest place. It would make, like, days pass at a time, but it would also involve loading screens. $150? Why are they so expensive? I swear they're like more expensive now than... Oh wait, this mercenary captain actually might be more expensive than the last guy that... Oh, you saw what happened to the last guy, mercenary captain, so... you might want to be on your best behavior or whatever. Then. Yeah, look, I've been paying $350 all this time. Now I'm paying $450. I wonder. Like that brutal warrior, like he wasn't even getting paid at all, it seems like. And now I've killed him off. Well, that was dumb. Fuck it. So I slowly rest 8 hours at a time. Cool, my other wall is done. That's good. Let's get Durance back though. How about we do that? That'd be great. I don't even know. When the hell is turn 36 even? Oh, Catriel's back. So, Durance, how long are you going to be doing this stupid adventure thing, buddy? Drakes will attack the stronghold? Drakes. Fuck my life. Drakes are going to attack, and I don't even have my guy that I usually use. Alright, well, let's just keep resting. He's not dead. Another payday for the hirelings, and he's still not back, and I still haven't collected any taxes? This fucking place is just a money pit. Well, these drakes are sure as hell not going to break any walls this time. Let's get that fucking straight. Not breaking my walls again. He just never comes back. Come on, Durance. This is some bullshit. It totally is, actually. In fact, it really is, now that I think about it. You don't get shit out of this. Yeah, you allegedly get taxes, but the taxes you get are way less than you pay to keep the place guarded. You spent all this money to build all these things in the first place. And like, so that you can get this shitty resting bonus. Because you only get to pick one of these. And every one of these bonuses is worse than the bonuses you can get from inns that give you, you know, more as +1 to one thing. You gotta travel all the way here to even get this stupid thing. Go through like 14,000 loading screens. What else does it even do for you? Like, nothing? This place sucks. Grand adventure, my ass. Alright, could I maybe get my fucking cleric back? That would be great. Yeah, you get a few ingredients and corpse parts, I guess. But if you had all the money back that you sink into this place, you could just buy those things. You could buy more ingredients and corpse parts. You could buy more of them with the money that you sink into this fucking keep. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, Alright, Durance, this is getting ridiculous. What? Come the fuck back. I got 1 day and 5 hours left. I got 23 hours, Durance. Well, at this point, I might as well pick something that'll help me fight drakes. Like, plus to intellect or might. We use the training grounds then, since I have 15 hours until drakes. God damn it, Durance. Alright, well, I only have 7 hours left, so can't rest again. Guess I'm gonna have to do this with Aloth. Which is fine, he's okay, he's okay. Just... You said I don't have that damn Savage Warrior. Drakes? Look, I fought one Drake. I fought one Drake, and it was like kind of an epic fight. I ain't trying to fight Drakes. Of course, we are level, like, what, like 9? We're only 3 levels away from the level cap. We still have, like, a colossal amount of the game left to do. Hey, hold on. Let me look. Let me check. Let me check. How many things have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 35, 36, 43. A little bit less than half, because there's 89 total quests in the game. So I'm still not quite halfway. Plus, I'm only in Act 2 out of 4 acts, so, yeah. Where's my mercenary captain? Where are you? I want to inspect this guy. See if he's the type who's gonna let my walls get broken, or if he's gonna actually do his job. I don't expect to see my walls getting broken. Let me just make that clear. There he is. Waiting on your orders, m'lady. He looks like Durance. He's got a beard and he's wearing the same kind of armor that Durance wears. It's Durance! He ran. Look, that mercenary captain was never available to be hired before I sent Durance on an adventure. Durance leaves on a quote adventure, right? And then mysteriously after that, this mercenary captain shows up. Who's wearing a strange hat to try to disguise his appearance, and he's wielding a poleaxe so that we don't know it's him, but Durance always had his staff. All he's done is he's hidden the flaming end of his staff under a new poleaxe head. He's hidden himself under this hat that kind of conceals his features. And this is actually Durance. He's pretending to be a mercenary. I don't know why he's doing that, but he is. Fucking Durance, you and your antics. Alright, well, I've got Durance the mercenary here, I guess. Now watch, in the fight, he won't use any of his magic because he's trying to, like, pretend like he's not really Durance, but we're not fucking fooled, sir. We're not fooled. Yeah, I know. Fucking sneaky Durance hobo priest. Trying to trick us and shit. Not fooled. Not even a little bit fooled. This guy's still hanging around. This guy that I fired, like, way back in the beginning of the game. I don't know. You tell me what the state of the keep is. You tell me what's going on. Okay. I think it's about time that we wait. Is there anything in here? Oh, look. Cool. Goodies.
Eh? Eh? Hmm? Yeah. Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed. I'm ready.
Hey,
I'm ready.
huh?
Okay. He's just trying to convince you he's out there doing your quest while eating all your food and collecting a wage. Yeah, fucking Darren's just like, I'm too
Alright,
lazy
then.
to go around adventuring anymore. I just want to sit around and get fucking paid. God damn it, Durrance. I'm not fooled, sir. Sir, fooled I am not. Okay. Alleged drakes are allegedly going to attack my alleged place. I don't know why I'm even going out the door. All I have to do is click on resolve and it'll automatically throw us into the nonsense. Breaks. No, this is gonna go well.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
Here we go. Quick saving. Let's fight some drakes. Durrance, maybe you just appeared since I... No, it's only 4 hours left. Fine. Let's go. Well, actually don't see any drakes. I just see worms. And Zarups. Here's my mercenary captain. Brutish warrior's here. He's back and he's on my side. He came back from the grave. What the fuck? Why are you here, Brutish warrior? Not only are you no longer listed on my hirelings, you're also dead. Maybe this is the secret. I just hire guys and then kill them. They'll stay here defending my shit for free while not collecting a wage anymore. Or maybe he is still collecting a wage and that's why I'm paying more than I was paying before. Because look, if I'm paying $450, right? I don't think that's even right. I should be paying 20 plus 40 is 60, 70, 80, 100. 120, 140, 160, 180. You're paying 180. Or 90 a day, 90 times. Oh no, 450's right. Okay. Well, the cool thing about these attacks is you can pretty much just back the fuck up and let your guys do everything, basically. Also, I can just... So, let's just... Well, let's send a dare in there. Gives a fuck.
Hey.
Oh my god, oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god. But like, look, I've got these guys are on my side too. Fellow of St. Widewin, I fucking fired that guy like 20 months ago or something, and he's still hanging out here helping out. Oh, dude, this is no good. Those are drakes right there. I don't know if you know. Well, I don't really care if I hit my own guys with this because they're just hirelings. Won't you hit your own men? Yes, I'll hit theirs too. So let's use that. Drop the fucking hammer here, Aloth. You do some wizard shit. What if I set up a vertical sheet of flame that... Oh, no, they're resistant to flame. Let's... Oh, fusion. That. Well, let's try Ringleader, because... You know it'll work so well. Reinforce him. Anna. I don't really care what you do. I'm gonna scarab. Why the fuck is Fellow of St. Widewin hostile? This is just a fucking mess. Hey, Bleminator, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Did she manage to charm anybody? Is she standing right in the middle of all this? Okay, that's a great idea. Yeah, we're on the same page here, let me tell ya. Hold on. Oh, it must have worked because drakes are killing each other and shit. What? Grieving Mother, Ringleader, hits Worm. And it... Charm... Why am I charming my own Valiant Shockmage? He was already on my team. Okay, well, whatever. At this point, this is such a giant, confusing mess that I don't even know what's going on. Here's what I do know. I know there's always room for a fucking... what do you call it? Mind Lance to just go randomly through the middle of this mess. Not worrying about who it hits. Rawr! Maybe I need... Oh, see, that Drake is on my side. So is that one. Holy crap. Did she just... Seraphina? Oh, yeah, her Ringleader too. You know, a lot of these enemies are on my side. I should just back everybody the hell off. watch the enemies destroy each other. There's not very many red dots out there to be seen. Although, I don't know what the hell's... Oh, he's charmed too. I don't know who he's charmed by, though. Brutish warriors against us. He's also charmed. Did they charm us too? Like, what? In the beginning. I need to know what's going on in this fight. We don't even know. I can't even scroll up far enough to, like... to know what's going on. So... fuck it. I'm pretty sure we can just sit here right now and do nothing and we'll be fine. But just in case, let's summon all the rest of our shit that we can summon. You know what this needs right here? More enemies, more units on the screen. This is what was needed here. Ah, dude, it's my own people. Are drakes charming people? What the hell's going on? There's like a weird number of my people are charmed. Or maybe they're just, I don't know. I don't even care. Maybe they just get pissed when you hit them with friendly fire. Just attack this damn drake. Here, please. I'm using Ninagoth's Bitter Mooring on this motherfucker. I don't care what happens. Look at this. As I run around and like just fuck people up with the beam. That's so awesome. This isn't working. Pretty funny. Alright, hey, you guys. Man, these drakes are actually still in pretty good shape here. Now, I wonder if all my guys are just going to be dead after this. Beetles in here doing it. Throw some chill fog over here. You know what we need in this fight? More dudes on screen. Some skeletons. Yes. I don't even know. Some skeletons in there.
We lost.
This is amazing. Okay. What are you doing? Let's just throw a random. Nah, Sunbeam's shitty. Well, fuck it. Just throw a random Sunbeam over there. And, you know. Just hang out.
Hey.
Winter Wind.
I shall.
We are one hero, Watcher.
Aloth killed Vagabond Scald. Awesome.
Following your lead.
This is ridiculous.
Sacre!
One of the drakes finally fucking dead. About damn time. Other shadow guys, shades, could you maybe do something? That would be...
This thing isn't doing the job.
The drakes are dead, now we're just proceeding to butcher our hirelings. I just killed all of my hirelings. All of them. That's not really the way that was supposed to go, I think. I don't know what happens now. I killed all of them. I killed all of them.
Of course.
I killed every one of my people. I got one worm wing out of that? Really? Okay. Look, I now have 0 out of 8. I have to hire all new ones. Which is okay. Now, my question is, next time I get attacked... No, last time I did auto-resolve, it destroyed 2 of my walls, and I had to spend 5,000 copper building them back again. No, that went fine, actually. I don't really lose anything when these people die. I just don't have to pay them now. Now, here's what's going to be interesting. Some of those... If I hire all new ones, and then the next time the other ones are back again, things are going to be really crazy. So yeah, let me get a mercenary captain, and... another blooded thug, another mind striker, another line breaker, another archer, another scald, another shock meat, another soldier. Huh, there we go. I don't have to pay them yet. I pay them later. That was weird and funny. Wish I would have gotten all the loot though. Durance is still fucking around pretending like he's on an adventure. Hey, new skirmish archer. Nothing to be alarmed. I didn't just butcher all of my previous employees. Bestiary progress on drakes, though. They're only level 6. Yeah, I thought they were a lot tougher than that. Don't try to burn them, though. That's a lot of burn DR. Okay. That was pretty funny. I don't know what caused all of my people to be, like, hostile or whatever. Doesn't really matter, though. All's well that ends well. Next time I should just stand back and literally do nothing and watch and see how my people do, like, on their own. Ooh, a Glonfothan Soul Hunters arrived seeking employment. Really? He's expensive, 100 per day. But a Glonfothan Soul Hunter, though. I would have to fire somebody. It's too expensive. I'm paying that guy 100 a day just to stand around here. That's the cost of 10 normal guys. He's not going to be worth 10 dudes. He's just not. Could we please, Durance? Seriously, this is getting silly now. Fucking ass home. Go. Oh, I have to pay my people, but you know who's not home? Durance. What I get taking Aloth on his little resting. Exciting. Resting of eternity. Come on. Gonna kind of need my guy back. Dominel thugs will attack in 4 days. Oh no, not Dominel thugs. This time I should just literally stand there and watch and see if my people, my 8 guys can handle this shit on their own or not. But we'll rest for a while first because can. Two days, 17 hours. What is he on, a fucking Grail quest? I feel like I've paid my people like 4 times since. Ooh, Azuro has arrived, offering to sell you Hero's Mantle. $1,200. He was nearly set upon, but your patrols intervened. Talk to me about this mantle. Oh, that's so good though. Retaliation. And crush proofed and pierce proofed. You think you're being scammed at Durance? Never. I know, right? God, fucking Durance. Legend has it that this red cloak was once worn by a famed swordsman of the Deadfire Archipelago. He sailed to Caravel, navigating the island chain and dodging pirate ships as he delivered valuable cargo for his clients. He was known for his speed and cunning on the high seas. Few pirates managed to catch up to him, and those that did quickly regretted it. I'll take it. Talk to me about this. So now... No, I need it to be... Oh, it's in my chest. I gotta go get out of the chest. Okay, hold on. Yeah, that's it. I never get to have Durance again. He's gone forever. You being serious right now? Got one more rest in me. Okay. Okay. One more. It's Path of the Damned, Bleminator. It's Path of the Damned. Alright, here we go. Manual resolve this Dominel Thug thing. I'm never gonna get my priest back. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Got Dominel Thief, Dominel Wizard, Bruiser, and then there's my people here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my guys I'm just gonna back it off. Let's just see who wins. Look, Brutish Warrior's here again. Brutish Warrior and fellow Saint Widevin are both here, even though they are dead. Let's see how my people do. Don't come over here. We're just watching. Oh, hey, my guy's kicked ass. Can I loot this stuff real quick? Can't loot in combat. Look, there's loot there! There's so much loot, and it won't let me have it. Dude, my guys handled that shit. I did nothing. I just watched them. Handled. Now, that's the funny thing is, you just saw what happened. If you manually do it and you do nothing, they can just handle it. But if I had set that shit to like, oh, auto-resolve, they'll be like, oh, half your fucking buildings got destroyed, lol. Wow. Got some gold. Bandanas and everything, and all kinds of grimoires and stuff. Grimoire can go to Aloth. Everything else can go in the stash. Alright, there's no spells he needs there. This guy, he's been fired and killed, and he's still there. Oh, I did lose 3 guys, though. Which ones did I lose? My Blooded Thug, he died. Okay, we'll get a new one. My Rautai Linebreaker died, and my Valiant Shock Mage died. Not bad, though.
Good day, stranger.
Alright, so... that thing's cool looking. Oh wow, Old Man Blue. Hey! Hey, welcome, man. Thanks for the host. And thank everybody else that was hosting me too. I think Steph, you're hosting me, and Jen, you're also hosting me, maybe? Well, thank you, whoever is hosting me. And of course, Blue. Did you just bring all these viewers here? I just noticed you said I have 20 viewers. I have 21 now. How many? Did you just bring me a bunch of viewers? Because last I looked, I had like 8.
Good day, stranger.
Okay, I got. I'm gonna sell some of this crap. I gotta recoup all this money I'm spending on hirelings and waiting on Durance. This feels like Durance's name ought to just be changed to Godot. It's just like waiting for Godot up in here. Give me that back. Probably more arbalists than I really need, to be honest. You're so tired you keep losing focus? Well, that sounds like it would be a good time to sleep or something. Like, when one is so tired. You're sick? You can't be sick. Aren't you getting married like any day now or something? That is not a time to be sick. Stupid hoods. Josiah, do a Beavis and Butthead impersonation, please. I don't know how to do a Beavis and Butthead impersonation. Like, where did you get the idea I can do a Beavis and Butthead impersonation? Like, oh man, I can't even hardly remember Beavis and Butthead. A teepee for my bunghole. See, I don't remember how they sound exactly. I am the almighty bungholio. Something like that. No, that sounds nothing like Beavis or Butthead. Yeah. Teepee. Yeah. For my bunghole. Bunghole. Yeah. Bunghole. Yeah. I don't know. Again, I don't remember how they really go. Sorry. I fail. Alright. Alright, can I sell this shit? Thank you. Now, can I have my goddamn hobo priest back or what? Because I've been waiting for like, I don't know how long. Forever. Since the dawn of time. Basically. Give or take, you know, a few eons. Dawn of time. At least my walls didn't get broken. I don't really care that I killed off all of my hirelings, because I can just hire more. They're totally disposable. They're like Walmart employees. I give a shit. You know what? I'm not going to sit here and just rest over and over. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave. I'm going to travel the world. Maybe that will make him come back. I need to be a rambling man. Gotta ramble. Let's go.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
What do I need? Busy with grand... That must be the grandest fucking adventure, because he's been on that adventure for like... I don't even know how long. I don't even know. So long, though. Alright, fuck it. I'm traveling the world. What's gonna take me the longest to travel to? 1 day, 14 hours. 18 hours. 22... 1 day, 8 hours. Alright, I'm going to Silent Lease. Go. Yeah, Aloth is my official keeper of the booze. Well, normally Durance is my bartender, the keeper of the booze, but he's not in the party right now, so Aloth is holding this stuff for him. Oh, Thurskin, a Darian dignitary, has arrived at the stronghold. He was nearly set upon, but your patrols intervened. What does that mean for me? Oh, he's prestigious. He makes my place seem cooler. You know what doesn't seem cooler? Durance never coming home. It's just been on. It's the longest goddamn adventure of all time. Of all time. You better come back with like 5 holy grails after this shit. Alright, now we're gonna go like travel all the way from there. 2 days, 22 hours. What if I go to here? 2 days, 10 hours. Alright. We're traveling. We're just gonna waste a bunch of time right now until Durance comes home. Baby, come back. I don't remember the lyrics to that.
I cannot keep up this pace.
I wonder if my guys will die of exhaustion if I just keep them traveling back and forth on the map for like weeks without letting them actually rest. Let's find out. I bet they're tired now. Oh yeah, critical fatigue. If people die of fatigue, I will be amused. Nothing new to report. Baby, come back. Nope, but he has a dozen ladies in waiting wanting spankings. What? Okay. Oh, come on now. I'm paying my people over and over, and Durance is... What is going on with this? I'm starting to suspect a horrible thing. Starting to suspect something bad. I really wanted to... Whoa, what did I just do? Just broke my game. Is it possible that turns do not roll over, like, based on time spent, and it's only based on, like, some kind of quest completion type shit? Because... Oh. Yeah, it's about the Holy Grails, but he has a dozen... Yeah. Right. I know what you're talking about now. From Monty Python. Yeah. And he didn't want to be rescued. And after the spankings, the oral sex. I have a fun idea, Durance. I have a really cool idea that you'll like a lot. Why don't you come home from your stupid adventures so we can move on with our mission here? Okay, something's wrong. Something's very wrong. I don't think... I don't think he's ever coming home. I guess I could recall him, but then what happens to the adventure? I don't want to lose it. This is weird. This is just weird. It's been the longest adventure there's ever been. Okay. Okay. Problem is this. Oh, maybe. Look how tired everyone is. Critical fatigue. If we got in a fight now, it would not go well. Okay. One more trip back this way. I have an idea. I'm starting to suspect that, like, until I update a quest or something, the turn will not roll forward. I don't know if I have to complete a quest or just... Yeah, see, time's going forward and it's making me pay my people over and over. But it won't actually roll the turn forward, which means I don't get, like, Durance back and I don't get, like, my taxes and shit. So, what if I go to Cleobon Rillag? I didn't really want to go here or here without Durance very badly, but it doesn't seem like I have a choice. Well, no, I guess I do have a choice. I could quick save. I could recall him. And let's see what happens. But I've got, like, it's kind of like the sunk cost thing. Now I feel like I've had him out on that adventure so damn long that it would be like a stupid waste to not have him. But let's say I did that. Yeah, if I do that, the adventure just goes away, which would be frustrating and not cool. So, all right, fine. You know what? You win. You win. Durance, your little game, this little standoff that you've got going with me, your little crazy hobo priest thing. See, you're right. I don't think he's coming back. I think he's that mercenary captain in disguise at my base. Even after getting killed, he's back again and again. He doesn't care. Fine, I'll go to Cleobon Rillag. Just see what happens.
Perhaps a little rest is in order.
You think? Well, I've gone to a place.
Of course.
What now? Go to Woodland Plains. I miss you, Durance.
I'll see what I can find.
How come I can't? Really? Okay. There we go. This is really exciting. This is exciting gameplay. Lots of loading screens everybody gets to enjoy, which is fun. Well, I've entered another new map, and guess what has not happened? Like, there's not been that sound effect. You know the sound effect I'm talking about. Sound effect of... You know, I should really have everybody rest before we get into a fight, because if we get into a fight with all this fatigue, we are majorly boned. Serafina, you can go scout by yourself. Oh god. Oh, nope. Nope. So much nope. So much nope. Not with everybody having critical fatigue.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, I see how this is gonna be. Okay, that's what this place is all about? Just drakes everywhere? Alright. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Durance is never coming back, so I guess I have to live with that fact. That I'm not allowed to have a Durance. You notice we still have the training grounds resting bonus, though, even though we've been traveling back and forth for like a month. Alright, fuck it, let's camp. Research material, what is that? Hold on. Cornholio poetry, huh? Okay. Right. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. So, stream will continue, but we're going to start a new video here. So, thanks for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Pillars of Eternity.